This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Friday, June 2nd. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Police are investigating a shooting in Vauxhall this morning. One man has been taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital by private vehicle for treatment, and we will have more details as they become available. Parliament has passed the 2017-2018 budget following widespread criticism of the tax measures from both the government and opposition sides. Effective July 1st, the National Social Responsibility Levy will be increased from 2 to 10%, and there will also be a 2% commission on foreign exchange transactions. Government ministers Don Villinis and Dr. David Estwick had criticized the package, saying they could not give their full support. However, despite their opposition to the measures, they voted in favor of the budget in the early hours of this morning. In response to the concerns raised, Prime Minister Frendel Stewart says there are plans to review the concerns.
We took a conscious decision not to have the two major initiatives in this budget take effect until the 1st of July. And today is the 1st of June. And the reason for that is that we wanted to hear all the comments coming from all the interest groups likely to be affected by the measures, so that we would have time to make sure that any kinks that existed or that exist in the measures can be ironed out, so that when we get to the 1st of July, all systems can say go. If we had said that they'll take effect from midnight, if we said midnight Tuesday night, we would be in a completely different position. We took a conscious decision to have the implementation begin on the 1st of July, so that we have between the 1st of June and the 30th of June to consult, to talk to people and so on, to see what their particular challenges are going to be, but that we can benefit from 9 months of the measure once implemented.
Individuals and businesses applying for a liquor license will no longer have to do so through the courts. Commerce Minister Don Villinis told Parliament the process now falls under his ministry. He says it is in a bid to make business easier for those individuals.
I made a commitment to Barbadians that the onerous liquor licensing regime must come to an end. We are going to remove it from the court system, from the magistrates. We're going to make it easier. Last Monday, under the able leadership of the Honorable Attorney General, the Cabinet Committee on Governance met, deliberated on the matter, and agreed that we will change the liquor licensing regime in Barbados, where the license will now be administered by the Ministry of Commerce, where Barbadians will not have to go to a court system and stand and wait for hours to be interviewed. Remove the police from the matter so they can get involved if you operate without the appropriate license. To stagger the licensing system so nobody has to bunch up at the end of the year. We need to start treating our people as though they're true entrepreneurs and not as though they're criminals.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for what here, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertising Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Ma'am, are you still there? Oh, she put down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In news from the region, debate continues in Guyana over the future of the country's sugar industry. And a former presidential advisor, Ramon Gaskin, is warning that the Guyana Sugar Corporation will not be profitable given its current state. We get more in this report from HGP Nightly News.
Mr. Gaskin stated that billions of dollars are being pumped into the sugar industry by the government in order to sustain it. He questioned the fairness of this approach since the taxpayers of Guyana are being burdened unnecessarily.
And to ask the taxpayers of this country to come up with $1 billion a month to sustain this bankrupt organization is not feasible. But what the government is, the government's own idea, which is set out in the state paper, is even more ignorant.
According to the former presidential advisor, although the administration has presented a white paper in Parliament with regards to its intentions to address the situation with both Gaisuku and the sugar industry, some of the ideas in the white paper are not practicable and therefore unacceptable to the thousands of sugar workers who will be dislocated or sent home.
Over in Trinidad, the oil company BPTT has confirmed the discovery of 2 trillion cubic feet of gas off the island's southeast coast, which it says will be used to service the international and domestic markets. BPTT's regional president, Norman Christie, says the discovery will ease the gas shortage, but he cautions that they will have to keep the discoveries going so they could be past the worst for a longer period. And finally, the international community is condemning the U.S. decision to withdraw from the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement. President Donald Trump made the announcement yesterday, and German Chancellor Angela Merkel called the move extremely regrettable and said nothing would stop those who support the deal. Trump says he's prepared to discuss a new agreement, but signatories to the accord have ruled out fresh negotiations. French President Emmanuel Macron has also criticized Washington's withdrawal.
Climate change is one of the major issues of our time. It is already changing our daily lives, but it is global. Everyone is impacted. And if we do nothing, our children will know a world of migrations, of wars, of shortage. A dangerous world. It is not the future we want for ourselves. It is not the future we want for our children. It is not the future we want for our world.
And that's news this afternoon. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.